As you may now know, there have been modifications made by the UK government to the regulations concerning individuals eligible to reside and be employed within their nation. There is mounting pressure on government officials to take action regarding legal immigration, as recent data revealed a staggering record of 745,000 net migrants in 2022. Notably, the source of these migrants has shifted from predominantly EU countries to nations such as India, Nigeria, and China. My name is Margaret Osazua, and I will be telling you all you need to know about the UK immigration rules. First and foremost, what are the new immigration rules? The majority of individuals seeking employment in the United Kingdom are required to submit a visa application under the point-based system. Now, by the time spring arrives in 2024, it may be necessary for you to secure employment opportunities that offer a more substantial salary prior to obtaining a work visa. Now, in order to meet the requirements, it is necessary to have a minimum income of £38,700, which represents a 50% increase from the current minimum salary of £26,200. Revised figures released last month by the Office of National Statistics said net migration to the UK, that is the number of people arriving minus those leaving, was a record of 745,000 in 2022. Net migration in the 12 months to June 2023 decreased to 672,000. Now, why the recent UK immigration rule? According to Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, immigration is too high. Today, we are taking radical action to bring it down. These steps will make sure that immigration always benefits the UK. Now, Sunak also announced other immigration rules, which include stopping immigration undercutting British workers by increasing the minimum earnings threshold by 48%, scrapping the 20% going rate salary discounts offered for shortage occupations, stopping overseas care workers from bringing dependents to the UK, ensuring immigrants sponsoring dependents can support them financially. Now, meanwhile, Home Secretary James Cleverly said he was taking robust action to lower authorized immigration, which hit a record level of almost 745,000 people in 2022. According to Cleverly, the implementation of the new regulations will require immigrants to meet higher income requirements in order to obtain a work visa, making it more challenging for them to bring their family members to the United Kingdom. Now, starting in the spring of 2024, individuals seeking to immigrate will need to earn a minimum of £38,700 in order to obtain a skilled worker visa, which is an increase from the current threshold of £26,200. Now, additionally, British citizens who wish to bring their foreign spouse to the country will also be required to meet this same income requirement, nearly doubling the existing threshold. Now, how does the point system work? In a point-based immigration system, the ability of a non-citizen to immigrate is assessed based on their score in a scoring system. This score is determined by various factors such as education level, wealth, connection with the country, language fluency, existing job offer, and more. The non-citizen must achieve a score above a certain threshold in order to be eligible for immigration. In the light of the UK immigration rules, all candidates must possess a job offer that supposes a minimum skill level and demonstrates proficiency in English language. According to Immigration Advice Service, if you meet the main eligibility criteria, you will hit the 70-point threshold. What is the 70-point threshold? It is 50 points. Receiving a confirmation of acceptance for studies, 10 points for meeting the financial requirements, 10 points able to demonstrate your English language ability at the level of B2 as set by the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. Who are the people exempted from UK immigration rule? Health and social care, sectors that are highly reliant on immigrant staff, are exempt from the salary rule. People on national pay scales such as teachers will also be exempt, but care workers from overseas will no longer be able to bring dependent relatives with them to Britain, leading to concerns in the industry that fewer will want to come. The Migration Observatory says that main impact is likely to be on middle-skilled jobs like butchers or chefs, where pay tends to be less than £30,000. The government also said it would scrap a rule that lets employers in sectors on the shortage occupation list pay immigrant workers 20% less than UK citizens. What is this shortage occupation list? When a job is included in the shortage occupation list, it indicates a scarcity of local workers to meet the demand for positions within that specific industry. Occupations presently featured on the list encompass various fields such as healthcare, education, caregiving, graphic design, construction, and veterinary services. From next spring onward, the practice of paying foreign workers 80% of the standard going rate to fill job positions will be eliminated. The measure faced criticism from the Labour Party, who referred to it as a salary discount that enables employers pay wages below the local standard. Now, starting in the spring of 2024, it will be prohibited for care workers from abroad to bring their family dependents along with them. There are plans in place by the government to conduct a thorough examination of the list of occupations experiencing shortages and subsequently decrease the number of occupations included on it. What about family visas, you might ask? Starting in spring 2024, the government has plans to increase the minimum income requirement for individuals who are sponsoring family members on a family visa to a whopping £38,700 from £18,600. Will this affect the student visas? Upon successful completion of a course in the UK, individuals are granted the opportunity to remain in the country for a minimum of 2 years through the utilization of a graduate visa. To combat what is deemed as abuse of the system, the government has initiated a comprehensive examination of these particular visa pathways. Starting in January, there will be challenges implemented that will eliminate the privilege for international students to bring their dependents, except for those enrolled in postgraduate research programs. Before completing their studies, students will no longer have the option to transition to work visas. Now, I must express my relief at the considerable amount of information you have just assimilated. I kindly request that you take your time to review this material once more and inform me of your sentiments. Undoubtedly, you possess a distinct perspective on this matter, and I encourage you all to share it.